Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about Memphis Depay and the rumors surrounding this player on him potentially moving to FC Barcelona. Then we're going to be talking about Dembele being called up for the French national team, and then lastly we are going to be having the latest Messi news and what could we be expecting within this 2-week break regarding the future of Lionel Messi. So we are first going to be talking about Memphis Depay, and it says here, according to Oriol Domenech, it has been said that Ronald Koeman made contacts with Depay's environment, which was a few days ago, and Ronald Koeman did tell Memphis Depay to not sign with any other club or negotiate with any other club, because Ronald Koeman has informed to the player that if he continues as the coach of FC Barcelona for the next season, he will do everything in his power to try and bring in Memphis Depay to Barcelona. So I do want to talk about Memphis Depay, right, as a player, and talk about his performances, because when we do talk about this forward from Holland, he is a great player, right? I do not think that Memphis Depay is a bad player. He is a great player that is considered as world class, and as of this season he is having the season of his life. If we look at the stats that he currently does have, within the past 7 games he has provided a total of 4 goals and 3 assists, which is outstanding for a player who is considered as a number 9. And just a side note, I think that it's very interesting to see Depay and how he has been performing as of late, ever since he has been rumored to go to FC Barcelona, because this is almost the exact same thing like with Emerson and Real Betis. Emerson, as of now, he has been performing very well, and that is only because rumors have been circulating Emerson that Barcelona do plan on bringing him in, and that is why the player has been performing well, is because he does feel that enthusiasm to bring results to their clubs. And the same thing is going to go for Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay has been performing very well. You look at his last season with Lyon, Memphis Depay has scored a total of 15 goals and provided 3 assists. As of this season, in total he has a total of 15 goals also, but has a total of 9 assists. So he has already surpassed what he has put out in the last season, and he still has 2 more months to go with Lyon. And this is why I do say that Memphis Depay, as a center forward, he is a great player, and I do think that there are many clubs out there that do want to bring Memphis Depay towards their club. But here's the one problem that I do see with Depay coming to FC Barcelona specifically. As a center forward, right, after assessing how he moves around the pitch throughout this season, Depay has been showing to be a player that he greatly relies on players placing the passes towards him inside the box. That is how Depay does get his goals in. It is only if the midfielders or some other forward is placing those through balls towards Memphis Depay, and then the only thing that Depay has to do within the box is to finish that chance. Now look, this may sound perfect. It may sound extremely perfect for Barcelona to acquire Memphis Depay, because we are a team built to create chances for our number 9s, or whoever's on top acting as a number 9. Barcelona has shown statistically that we are one of the best teams in Europe in terms of chances created. But looking at the state of Barcelona, this club right now does need a self-made goal scorer, which basically means that we need a goal scorer that doesn't necessarily have to rely on other midfielders or forwards to place those perfect through passes inside the box. This is what made Luis Suarez so special back in 2015 and 2016, is that he was able to create chances on his own. He was able to take on 2 or 3 players and score the goals, because sometimes the midfielders or the forwards are not always going to be there. And this is also what's making Haaland an extremely great player, is that he brings these goals out of nowhere, where we would have never thought that player was capable to score within that area. If you are a forward or a number 9 that can bring and solve solutions within the box on your own, that is going to be a number 9 that Barcelona will be needing. And it would especially work with FC Barcelona, because it would bring a plan A and a plan B. Yes, plan A for the midfielders and the forwards to feed those balls towards our next great number 9, or it could be plan B when we are playing a very tough opposition like Atletico Madrid or some any other team that's doing great defensive work. That plan B could be that the striker alone solves the problem by himself, and it is always and forever going to be in that way. Any great number 9 that can bring those moments where he can show up for his team and bring his team forward, those are the forwards that are always going to be remembered. It has been historically proven. And as for Memphis Depay, unfortunately he is not that player, and there could be arguments that could be made on Depay going to Barcelona, right? Because Koeman, who is our coach, knows how to use Memphis Depay, which is why I do believe that Koeman greatly wants to bring him in, because he does have a proper plan in place for this player. But with Barcelona attempting to try and sign their next big number 9, it does go further than just bringing in number 9 that will bring the goals to FC Barcelona. And this is why I always say that we need to hit the nail on this next signing. What Barcelona and Laporta needs to do here is that, because Laporta is the new president of FC Barcelona, that new signing that Barcelona is going to be making, whoever it may be, that player needs to leave leave a mark within the era of Laporta. Barcelona and Laporta and the fans and everyone within Barcelona, they do know that. So it is very important for the future of this club, for Laporta and Barcelona, to get this signing right. And in the end, I think that what we are going to be seeing in this coming summer is the sporting department of Laporta and Ronald Koeman are not going to be seeing eye to eye on this transfer. Again, a great player, but I just don't think that Depay to Barcelona would not be the solution for Barcelona to move forward and be greatly competitive and dominant for the next 4 to 5 to even 6 years. The next player that I do want to talk about is going to be about Dembele. So it is fully confirmed and it is official that Dembele has been called up by the French national team, and I think that this is very important. To hear that Dembele is going with the French national team, this is a sign that Dembele as a player is progressing, because in this season, Dembele has been showing progression under Ronald Koeman. But if we were to look at the stats and compare the 2020-2021 season with the 2018-2019 season, in this current season, he currently does have 8 goals and 3 assists. In that 2018-2019 season, he does have a total of 14 goals and 7 assists. That season still remains to be untouched. I just do not see in this current season Dembele hitting those numbers. But what I do believe makes this season specifically so special for Dembele is that he has the capacity to grow as a player. The fact that we saw Dembele grow as a player 2 or 3 years ago to the point where he did put out those numbers back in 2018 and 2019, fall back down again during 2019 and 2020, and then rise himself back up into a great and more important player within this season, that is something that not many players can do. Many players show up into their new club, they have a glorious season, fall back down, and never get back up again. Dembele in this season has shown that he has the discipline and the capacity to bring himself back up, and not only that, but to add different attributes within his game. Because if you were to pay attention to Dembele's body language on the field, he wants to be involved in every gameplay that Barcelona is executing on the field, and it's going to be the coach's responsibility to see that, to see what this player could become. That is what the coaches are there for, is to see how they can tweak those players in order for them to become a much better player. And to put it simply, there is a reason why this champs did call Dembele into the squad list for France, is because the intentions to play him within the starting 11, it is there. And most importantly, Dembele's intentions to succeed with the national team and with Barcelona, that currently does exist. And we have to keep in mind that in the previous World Cup, which was in 2018, Dembele was actually within the squad list, but he was never used. And even though he did sign with FC Barcelona, supposedly at that time Dembele was going to be considered as a much better player than Mbappe, I just do think that it's very interesting to see that the coach of France is recalling Dembele back into the squad list. He was not always considered as the first choice for this champs, but this is going to be it. This coming summer of the Euro for 2021, this is it. This is going to be his chance. And you look at how the coach has set up France over the past 12 months. He has been balancing the formation of 4-3-1-2 or 4-4-2. I think that in this Euro coming up, he will be using those two formations. So we should expect to see Dembele play in that top 2, right in front of Antoine Griezmann for the 4-3-1-2. And as for the 4-4-2, if he does decide to use that, I do see Dembele being used as the right winger within that 4-man midfield. But I do want to say congratulations towards Dembele. I'm happy to see that the coaches that he's currently working with are giving him the opportunities, and the hard work that he has been putting with FC Barcelona in this season, it has paid off. And so lastly, I do want to talk about Lionel Messi. So many have asked on what is the latest Messi news? When could we expect to hear Messi make his decision now that Laporta is within the club? It says here, according to Moises Llorens, that Laporta wants to see an audit to see what is found. He has also said that Lionel Messi is playing well on the field. Jorge Messi is away from FC Barcelona, and currently the president is trying to put everything together in order to give a good proposal towards Lionel Messi. Everything is going as it should be. There's no big news regarding Messi and his surroundings. It was reported earlier last week that Jorge Messi, which is the father of Lionel Messi, was going to come on Monday to Barcelona to speak to Laporta, but it never did happen. I do believe that it was because Laporta was trying to get his team together at that time, especially they were trying to fund the 125 million euros in order to be accepted and make it official that he can become the president of Barcelona. So it was not a good time to negotiate with the father, especially knowing that you had a job to do, which was to get your team together. And now that Laporta does have his team together and and everything is fully official. It says here, according to Javi Miguel, that there is going to be a meeting tomorrow, which will be on Friday, and they will be discussing the following topics. One is going to be how to increase the club's income. Number 2 is going to be what are going to be the ways to bring the fans back into the Camp Nou. Number 3 is going to be Spy Barca. And number 4 is going to be the offer that they're going to be making towards Lionel Messi. What could they afford? What could they do? And what is the best possible proposal in order to have Lionel Messi continue with Barcelona? So let me tell you, this will not be the last meeting Laporta is going to be having with the board members, which is going to be tomorrow. Barcelona are going to be playing Sociedad on Sunday, and then after that, we're going to be going on a 2-week break, which basically means that Laporta has all the time in the world within that 2-week time frame in order to get things done. The only lights that's going to be on within the Camp Nou stadium is going to be the lights within the offices. And the other question that I do want to answer is, could we potentially hear news of Messi making a decision within that 2-week time frame that we are going to be having? And that is going to be a no. It's going to continue to be a no until the end of this season. I expect Lionel Messi to make no decision until after the season is over and the season is being evaluated. But hopefully this does help you guys and help you guys understand just where exactly we are within this Messi saga. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona daily news. One last thing I do want to add is that I am going to be making the pre-match preview for the match between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. It is going to be coming on Saturday, so stay tuned for that video. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.